All right, welcome back, everyone. I'm Curtis.
And I'm Christine. And today we are going to do a little group therapy for those who have
love
Googled,
therapy.
can I play closing costs with Monopoly money? This one's for you.
That's oddly specific.
Well, Curtis, I'm going to tell you the truth. It's a very popular search.
Really? Well, that's interesting. So today's episode then is actually focused for nervous first-time home buyers in southwestern Ontario. So if you've been lying awake at night doing the math, not fully understanding how this process all works, this one's for you.
So we're going to start with the big, scary, big one, the down payment.
Done.
A lot of people think that you actually need 20% down or you can't buy a house.
That's absolutely not true. Minimum payment is 5% down on the first 500,000 and 10% on anything above 500,000 to $1 million. So on an average home, you're not draining your entire savings account just to purchase.
And here is an interesting factoid. As a first-time home buyer, you are basically exempt from the land transfer tax. So that's a big chunk of closing costs that you don't have to pay for.
So you would budget a more modest amount, like maybe 1 or 2% for legal fees, inspections, moving costs, those kinds of things. Not this huge amount of money that your dad or your cousin or your brother told you about.
Which they're going to need a little bit better sources.
So there's also down payment help available in London, Middlesex County. It's the Assist program, and they will pay up to 5% or around $25,000. And it's a freely forgivable loan as long as it's 20 years, and it covers all of Middlesex County, including Strathroy.
Now, quick note on this. St. Thomas had a very similar program, but it's closed right now. We just looked today. So if you're thinking of buying there, you're going to really need to lean hard on your mortgage broker to hunt down what you might be able to qualify for.
Okay, so next nervous question that you lie awake at night thinking about, is it normal to feel anxious about surprise expenses? What are the surprise expenses?
Yes and yes. If you're panicking about broken down appliances or water heaters, yeah, that's going to happen. It's happened to us. First house we bought, the dryer died on the first load of laundry, and it was my only pair of jeans that were still wet.
So good rule of thumb, try to save up 3 to 6 months of housing costs, have that set aside.
And here's a hack. If you're looking to cut costs after purchasing a home, check into the hot water tank rental. If you can have it paid in full and not pay that every 3 months, that could be a savings.
Honestly, the hack is no one should be paying for a hot water heater, period. But anyways, here's a big one. Pre-approval versus realtor. Who do you talk to first, the lender or the agent?
Well, this is a little bit like the chicken and the egg question, which came first. But honestly, you can do both at once.
So this is where having an agent with good contacts or mortgage brokers actually matters, because we can connect you with a mortgage broker directly, so your pre-approval and your house hunt are happening simultaneously, so that you're not waiting around, because the exciting thing is going and looking at houses.
Right. Not being able to go and look and waiting on paperwork before you could look at houses. It's not really fun for anyone.
Yeah. So get the ball rolling on both sides at the same time. And of course, we're not going to be proceeding or doing anything until you have your pre-approval though.
Right. So some questions you can ask your realtor. How many first-time home buyers have you helped this year? What problems are you seeing in the older homes? Can you show me some recent sales in the neighborhoods? Things that are of concern to you.
And questions that you can ask your mortgage broker is, what is the difference between a fixed mortgage and a variable rate mortgage? It's important to understand that because it affects your monthly payment quite a bit.
And don't need to be rushed. Don't need to skip out on conditions when you're looking at a property. That's not a bargain. That's more of a red flag.
So speaking of conditions, inspection, financing, and for if you're talking about condos, you want to dig through the status certificate, or you want your lawyer to dig through the status certificate.
Right. So we're still in a buyer's market. It's a little bit more balanced. We're seeing things moving. Conditional offers are accepted and are the norm, more so than they were a couple of years ago.
And super important because they protect everyone, buyer and seller. So don't go in firm on any offers and just hope for the best. We have time to do your due diligence so that everyone feels confident about this.
All right, so let's just wrap this up a little bit. If you've got a knot in your stomach about buying your first place,
that doesn't mean that you're bad with money or you don't know what's going on.
and you're not alone. It shows that you're paying attention. So reach out, ask us a question. We'd love to know what's keeping you up at night trying to figure out whether it's time to buy a house or not. We'd love to help.
And honestly, you're not bothering us. If you have questions, please ask. We would rather you ask the questions. There are no stupid questions. So that's the show. I'm Curtis.
And I'm Christine.
And we are the Siemens Home Team.
We look forward to seeing you at our next vlog.